Hello, and welcome to another edition of Making Sense with Dr. Stacy. Today, we talk about changes. I find it interesting how the concept of change can result in a range of emotions, depending on the aspect, or the condition, or even the expectation of one inflicting change onto another. Then, of course, there's the aspect of expected change, which can be more impactful in significance than inflicting change. Neither of these two are ideal, as it usually involves the usurping of power. This enforcing of change began when we were children, and it was usually done by parents or caretakers. Then, as adults, we expect to deal with change within the workplace, and I've covered this aspect of change before. So for this, I'm choosing to focus on today. And as we have freedom to change aspects of our lives within ourselves, we are all our own free will. We have our own free will, and we opt to change some aspects of our life. Most common are our style, meaning hair, clothes, different type of makeup. Other changes can include health choices, a habit, a job, a career, financial, as in where do we live, what vehicle do we drive, do we buy, do we rent? All of these fall into accepted or expected changes. Even the healthy changes. What happens when we avoid change, though, at any cost? The thought of change triggers for some something within them that initiates a feeling of anxiety that, left uncorrected, leads us to increased feelings of trepidation, resulting in fear or avoidance. Change can be scary, or can it? In this act of change or fear, is it a fear of the unknown? Is it the whole idea of everything being different? What is it? If you search within yourself for the reason, you should realize that in most cases, it's the fear of what isn't known or understood. That is most common. This is all normal behavior to a point. And yes, this becomes the point where one fears change so completely, they opt to avoid it. And this is a concern behind the idea, because when we let fear take over from keeping us from taking on new things, then it's time to realistically consider that life will move forward no matter what you do. And as such, you can embrace the uncertainty over accepting what is known. This may be easy for me to say, but think of it this way. If we live our lives strictly within the idea of only doing what we know, and thus restricting change, we never know the potential opportunities that are out there for us to experience joy, new activities, and challenges. And yes, sacrifice may be part of that, but there's also a bigger sacrifice by holding on to the path we've always walked because it's safe. What if we take the chance to try something new, understanding that we will never know what we are capable of doing if we deny ourselves the chance to try new things? So just once, try the uncertainty. See how you feel. Change one thing about your life and routine. What would this feel like? Consider the change or changes will you make. You never know unless you try. And as you do so, remember, treat yourself with grace and treat others with grace. We don't know the journey that they're on, but we're on a journey too. And even if we end up wanting the same things in life, how we get there is going to be different. So remember, there is no right way, there is no wrong way, there is only your way. And that's it. So I wish you all a great rest of your week. Take care of yourselves, and I'll be back next week. Thank you for watching another edition of Making Sense with Dr. Stacy.